love making this podcast, and we would love to have it supported by a listener like you. So go ahead, click the link in our show notes, and join the awesome empire.
It's the Alison, it's the Alison, it's the Alison.
Hello, this is going to be a different type of show. You're used to hearing Alison give her intro and about laughing and crying and laughing at us and all that. Right now she's overseas. She's on a trip with her mom and our oldest daughter, Ginger. Ginger's in an immersion program at her elementary school speaking French, and she has such a gift for it. Her teachers are always impressed and say she's excelling, and I can't believe how she can do so many different accents accurately. She watches a show called Bluey with Rad and Fiona, and then she comes up with this amazing Australian accent. She just has such a gift. So Alison and Ginger are overseas enjoying London and Paris, and I'm here. First off, this will be a short one. I don't have the gift that Alison has. I wanted to talk about 2 visualizations that has changed my life dramatically. I've been devouring a book called Living Untethered by Michael Singer, and you've heard me talk about him before. He wrote The Surrender Experiment and The Untethered Soul. Well, he just came out with this new book. I've been listening to the audiobook on my runs, and I've also been reading it, so I'm like going over it twice. But there's 2 things that have changed my life in the way I view others, because I've always known that compassion is important, and I've always believed in empathy and sympathy and loving others. But I now know that it's essential to be able to see others properly, or realistically, for lack of a better term. When I see people through these visualizations, it has changed everything. And I'll just get to the point. So each person, each human on the earth, is a focal point of consciousness. To me, what this means is that God, or if that word doesn't work with you, the universe, I'm going to say God, because that's what I believe, that God has put in every person consciousness. The creator of the universe has put into that person consciousness. That person is a focal point of consciousness. The lover of creation intentionally put that in this person. When I see other people now and know that the creator of my soul and the creator of the earth has put consciousness into this person, that helps me see them differently, no matter how I previously felt about them, no matter what judgments I might make about them. The second visualization that I love even more is to view people as a deep, ancient lake. Now, when you think of a deep, ancient lake, you realize that this lake has depths unknown. Deep lakes are very calm under the surface. It's unmoving, it's expansive, it's unknown, it's deep. I'm going to say it's crystal clear. Now, what we see when we interact in our world with people is we see the waves and the storms on top and the ripples. And this is just a tiny aspect of their nature. So what we see is their problems, their ideologies, whatever we judge about them, whatever they're going through. We see we're just skimming the surface of this deep, expansive, eternal soul. And so as I walk around and as I see people, I've been running a lot in the mornings and I pass people on the trail, I just love who I'm passing. I don't know them, I don't talk to them, I wave and smile, but I envision them as the deep lake that they are, with love from their creator and their gifts, known and unknown. It's helped me to just love myself more and then to love others. And so I just wanted to share these 2 ideas. I know this is really weird to just have a short podcast, but to see others as a focal point of consciousness, created for intention, by intention, and then to see others as a deep lake and to realize we're just skimming the surface with what we see, and to judge them based on that is lacking. And to judge yourself based on that is lacking. So I hope that can help someone. If you're interested in reading more or in diving deeper into this, the Living Untethered by Michael Singer is a fantastic book. I'll link it in the show notes. A couple days ago, I sent out my first Eric's Thoughts through Patreon. It's so weird writing. I've never really written. I've journaled occasionally and try to remember important parts of my life, but actually writing thoughts and ideas is super strange for me. Honestly, it was really fun. I didn't know people could respond. and have discussions. So it's kind of like a forum almost. Like we can have discussions. It's like a post. So if you're interested, head over to our Patreon. It's in the show notes. You can support this podcast for $5 a month and you'll have access to quote unquote Eric's thoughts, for better or for worse. I love you all. Thank you for listening. Only you can be you, and you're already as awesome as you need to be. The song I'll take you out on is from my Mother Tree album. It's kind of like a walking meditation album. I feel like I was inspired to write it. This song is called The Open Heart. You can find it on all streaming services.